So, if I would have followed the racial stereotypes thrown at me when I was a kid, I would be working at 7-Eleven right now while also being a cab driver. I would smell terrible and I would also exclusively eat curry. Oh, give me one sec, guys. And being East Indian, I can tell you guys that none of those things are true. Well, besides the whole I should probably take more showers thing, but that's more of a me thing and less of an us thing. I love curry just as much as the next person, but that doesn't mean that I eat it every single day. Maybe if I live with my mom, I would be eating roti every day, not curry. And being that I grew up with these stereotypes, I knew that you guys out there probably grew up with these stereotypes too. So I reached out to you guys. Sorry, I'm just changing my pen. Ah! So what I did is I reached out to you guys on Instagram saying, I need your guys' help for an upcoming video I am doing. What is your race and what is a stereotype associated with food about your race that you have experienced? Reply to this story with that. I need your help. And I was really overwhelmed by the number of replies, but I really got what I expected, which was tons of different people from tons of different races saying what their food stereotypes were. Because I feel like everybody on earth experiences being stereotyped. Unless, you know, you're Aponte1113 who says they've never experienced any food stereotypes ever. Which, I mean, come on, that's like saying you've never sat alone on your couch on a Saturday night with a tub of ice cream crying watching a Notebook because nobody will ever be with you because you're a smelly Indian. I gathered all of your guys' responses and took the stereotypes that I got the most and I made the wheel of racial stereotypes. I am going to be spinning this wheel and letting it decide what I eat for the next 24 hours, and whatever we land on, we are going to be eating that racial stereotype based on your guys' replies. There's one slot for Derek because, you know, none of them are gonna have coffee. That's not a racial stereotype. So if it lands on Derek, I'm gonna be getting my stereotype, which is coffee, bread, and Beyond Burgers. And if any of you guys wear socks to bed or you were commenting about why are you putting socks, you can't trust somebody who sleeps in socks. It is bright and early. Let's spin the wheel and see what stereotype we're gonna get for breakfast. And maybe after this video, okay, people will realize how wrong these stereotypes are, and maybe we can shed some light on some actual cultural cuisine. All right, breakfast time. And like, for example, one of my favorite foods of all time is authentic Mexican cuisine. And that is one of the reasons I wanted to make this video to okay. Oh, why did I speak so soon? By far, the most DMs I got about racial stereotypes when it comes to food was about being Mexican and people saying all you eat is tacos. Maybe 80% of the DMs I got were people that were from Mexico saying that all their friends, all they say is that they, oh, we want to get some tacos? Because that's what people eat. The thing is, and correct me if I'm wrong, that people from Mexico do like tacos. The problem is that people think tacos are, they think that a taco's not a taco. If it has a hard shell, hey, that's not a taco, people.
What?
And I think Cool Stuff 345 said it best, explaining how his parents are offended by Taco Bell because I don't even want to say this. Okay, I'm not gonna say the person's name, but I have a friend and I once asked him what is his favorite Mexican dish. And he said Taco Bell, and I stopped talking to him. I am just pulling up the Taco Bell right now, and our breakfast is gonna be, oh my gosh. Yeah, just start off with diarrhea, Derek. Why don't you do that? I swear to God, if I get Indian food for, I'm gonna get Indian food for lunch. Mark my words. I swear, if I get Taco Bell for breakfast and then look what is right across the street from frickin' oh my God. We have Taco Bell right there, and right across the street is the Grand Indian Buffet. All right, so our trip to get our breakfast is complete. I went inside of Taco Bell. I was looking at their menu of just vast, authentic Mexican, I can't even, my body won't even let me say it. I went up to make my order and I was just listing stuff off the menu, and the lady behind the counter told me that there is a special they have where you can get 4 different kinds of tacos, a drink, and a dessert, and that is the combo, so that is what I got. First one I got right here is just the normal plain taco from Taco Bell. It has cheese, lettuce, sour cream, and whatever their beef is, so let's try this and see what it tastes like. You know, the thing I've realized going to Taco Bell over the years is that everything tastes exactly the same. Taco Bell and Subway are very similar that way. No matter what you get on the menu, The only place I ever really traveled to as a kid was Mexico. And the sad thing is that while I was in Mexico, I realized how dope their breakfast selection is, and I'm over here eating Taco Bell. I don't remember the exact name of the dish. Maybe I can find it after in editing, but it was like these chips soaked in this amazing salsa. There was cheese on top with an egg. It was so good. What I didn't eat for breakfast when I was in Mexico was a Doritos Locos taco. This is not, what is this? While Derek is eating that delicious taco, what I want you guys to do is comment in the comment section down below with your nationality and some food stereotypes just in case Derek does this video again. Anybody's comment who is used in the next video will get a shout out, so comment as many times as you can. And while you're at it, comment your favorite authentic dish from your culture so we can see the stereotypes and something that is actually real. And you know what? Kick that like button if you want this puppy. Yeah, if you want to have that puppy, I know you want the puppy, so like the video. Or I'm gonna kill the puppy. Like the video or the puppy dies! Let's see how this is. Man, it's breakfast and my stomach is already not happy with the decisions I'm making. Like, this is not gonna be a good day. Let's finish this off so we don't have to think about it anymore. Nom, 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 nom. I'm like halfway done my breakfast and I already have so much salt in my body. Yes, I got a Baja Blast, okay? And something else that I had to get when I saw it on the menu was the Mexi Melt. Okay, so this looks like, oh no, that's the double-decker taco. That's authentic. So we have, what the f is this? I don't even know what's inside. This literally just looks like it's beef. This literally just looks like, this is literally just beef. This literally just looks and smells like the taco from before. So let's see the Mexi Melt. It's like beef with like salsa or like a maybe I think there's one single slice of tomato. Oh, it's leaking. Oh, it's leaking, just like I'm gonna be later on. And last but not least, for our breakfast, we have the double-decker taco. I mean, at least this has some sort of a soft shell. I don't think you'll see any authentic Mexican street vendors wrapping a taco in another taco and then using beans to glue it together. It literally just tastes exactly the same as the first goddamn taco. Yes, I do think in an authentic taco they will put 2 tortillas at the bottom, but that's meant so the taco doesn't break and so it stays intact so that, you know, when you're done eating, you don't have cheese and lettuce all over your dick. I literally have a full-blown taco on my I'm gonna head home, finish off my drink, and also eat my dessert, which is by far the most, it's the Cinnabon Delights. Okay, I can't even lie, these things are absolutely delicious. I'm not even gonna complain. Breakfast is over, we have finished our Taco Bell. Usually what will cause me to, you know, release the Kraken in the mornings will be my coffee. I will always go to a coffee shop in the morning, set up my laptop, plug in the charger, put in my headphones, take a sip of my coffee, and I instantly have to release the Kraken. I never want to use the public bathroom inside of the coffee shop. If it's ever like a mega emergency and I have to take a number 2 like right away, I'll do the classic like squat. I will not put my butt down. I'll just be hovering over the toilet, and it actually helps the flow along. As I got all these from Instagram, I already know what each of you guys said for each of the categories, but the one that I want, I just want to get Derek. If you guys want to have an exciting video, you will want me to get Derek as well, because if Derek doesn't get Derek, Derek will not have coffee, and Derek will not be Derek. Derek will be Samantha. I don't know who Samantha is. For lunch, we are going to get, let's push, spin, and see. For lunch, we are getting Indian. What did I say? I swear to God, if I get Indian food for I'm gonna get Indian food for lunch. We landed on the Indian stereotype for food for lunch. I already know what this is because I have experienced this my entire, oh my gosh, Taco Bell. The Indian stereotype, what do Indians drink coffee? That's not a stereotype. Everybody drinks coffee. Everybody loves coffee. It's not fair, man. Why can't I just get one thing that I like? Again, don't get me wrong, I love Indian food, but the stereotypical Indian food is not what I like. Especially after I got all of your guys' messages and I was reminded that everybody thinks Indians love spicy. So I could have went to a place like Curry in a Hurry or Curry Express, just like every single person who ever made fun of me in high school and elementary school would think I would go to. But just like Annika said on Instagram, people think that Indian people love spicy food. People have always thought that I can handle spicy food simply because I'm Indian. And if that's the case, and if I have to be able to handle spicy food to be Indian, maybe I'm adopted. When it comes to spicy food, I put the stereotypes to shame. I suck with it. So instead of going somewhere that probably isn't gonna be able to make the food that spicy, I instead called up one of my favorite Indian restaurants and asked them, what's your guys' most like spiciest dish?
Spiciest. Those are like vindaloo chicken or the regular chicken curry.
Can I get the chicken curry, but can I get it like extra spicy? Like as spicy as you guys can make it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I ordered an extra spicy chicken curry with rice, which is probably the most stereotypical Indian meal you could ever get. And here we have our classic brown paper Indian takeout bag. This is gonna be hot. So I'm preparing a little bit. I got a sweatband going so you know I'm not dripping all over it. I'm gonna be dripping. You guys aren't gonna be able to see it. I'm gonna be dripping out of my, I had to get an order of rice, of course, because you can't have curry without rice. We have here a coupon code. You guys want a coupon code? Here you go. Screenshot that, put it into, I watched too many Pokemon card openings. Okay, we have right here what looks, is this bread? Yes! Oh, naan bread. That is really stereotypically Indian, but it is so good. And here we have the extra spicy. Oh my God, that looks like molten freaking lava. The second I open it, I'm gonna be able to tell how hot their extra hot is. I can feel it from up here. I can literally feel, oh, why did I waft? This is a close-up of the curry chicken extra spicy. Oh, the lens. Oh, okay, let me clean that off. Let's get some rice and have some of the most stereotypical Indian food, extra spicy curry. Let's get a piece of chicken on there, and let's see how spicy this actually is. Oh my God, that's really, that's really good. Wow! Whoa, that hits fast! Maybe I can blow some of the spice off. Bitches, you're drunk. Maybe I just got a pepper in that first bite. Nope, there's a pepper in every bite. Have some of this bread. And we'll definitely cut some of the spice. Oh, that's so good! It's like painfully pleasurable. It's like, the bread is good, but it's so hot. It's like watching the One Direction movie. Like, it's so good, but you know everyone's gonna make fun of you for it. Oh, my eyes are starting to drip, but I don't want to touch anywhere near my eyes. While I'm eating this hot food, I'm gonna try and list off some traditional Indian dishes. We have number one, aloo gobi. It looks very good. We have something that you guys are all probably very familiar with. Number two is butter chicken. Again, very good. And number three, Rogan Josh, which is just two names combined. I've never heard of them before. We have samosa. No, okay, I can't. Okay, my mom is gonna show you guys how to cook one of her signature Indian dishes that she learned. Well, I'm gonna keep eating. Listen to my mom, okay? Go!
So today for my Derek, we are making a spicy East Indian lentil dish, which is called dal. And we are going to add a little bit of olive oil to some water, just a little bit. We're gonna throw in a bowl of lentils. And over here, we are going to, with a little bit of olive oil, saute some onions and garlic. A lot of East Indian cooking uses onions, so you put onions in all your vegetable dishes. And this one we have chopped up onions and garlic. So here we are needing some roti flour, which we will use to make rotis that you eat along with your lentils. Here's about 3/4 of a tablespoon of salt, same amount of masala, a full tablespoon of turmeric because it's good for you. And this is what gives it all the heat. These are ground chili peppers, so 3/4 of a tablespoon of that. Then you mix it up, then you throw in the garlic. Ball of dough that you make the roti from. Roti is different than naan bread. Naan bread is made with a different flour. Just roll it out. You put it on a hot pan. You just put some in a bowl. Tell me how much you want some. And you can have some fresh onion from the garden because it makes it taste better. Look at all the delicious cucumbers that were in my garden. See? And tomato. Flip it over. And you just push a little bit on it. Put it over here. Spread some butter on it. There you go. Derek, roti kala, which means eat your roti.
Oh, I just touched my eye. Okay, that is why. If that was every single Indian, I would not be Indian. My lips are burning so badly. Dinner's coming up. God. Maybe we'll get a snack before. I don't even know. Maybe we'll get a snack before. I don't even know. Dinner's coming up in a couple hours. Maybe we'll get a snack before then. I don't know. I just need some time. I need to call my mom, man. I need to call my mom. My mom, yeah. What do I do against curry? Like, how do I tackle it? My lips are burning. Stop being a pussy, Mom, not a pussy, it burns! So after about an hour of me literally making out with an ice cube because my lips were completely on fire, I decided it was time for me to have a snack. I took out the wheel and I was praying for a coffee, just anything to give me a little boost for the rest of the day, and we got British food stereotypes. Based on the D Squad and my Instagram DMs that was from Britain, you guys said that the most stereotyped food from Britain and the UK is tea and crumpets, which is actually kind of perfect because I know that tea has a little bit of caffeine and a crumpet is a perfect, what is a crumpet? I don't even know what a crumpet is. I have never seen a crumpet in my, it sounds like an animal, like a little rodent or like a little small little guy. Good thing Google exists because I searched where to find a crumpet and it brought me to my favorite place to buy international foods from all across the world, Walmart. Yeah, Walmart is the only place that I could find a crumpet and I found them. They were there in the great value. I'm not great at picking them up off the floor. Great Value apparently makes crumpets, and this is what a crumpet is. And what is a British stereotype without tea? And I found myself some English breakfast tea. This might be the least English thing on the planet, but I think any person who is stereotyping people from Britain would think that they drink this every single day. So this is my first time ever seeing a crumpet. It kind of looks like a pancake. This one's broken. We don't want a broken crumpet, okay? It kind of looks like an English muffin, and I think you treat it the same way. I believe you eat crumpets warm, so I'm gonna throw 2 of these in the toaster. While those are toasting, I'm gonna put some water into my kettle for my tea. Anybody who can perfectly pour water out of a cup like this without spilling it everywhere, you are a magician. Let's grab one of our English breakfast. And I know people from Britain, I think it is like traditional to put milk and sugar in your tea. That could be completely a stereotype and I could just be falling into the very thing I'm trying to destroy. Put our milk and sugar down. Give that a nice stir, and now all we have to do is wait for our crumpets to finish toasting. Dude, you'll never believe it. Yes, I actually got a girlfriend. Oh, okay, the crumpets are done. Now we're just gonna put a little butter on these guys. And just like that, we have our extremely stereotypical British snack, tea and crumpets. Those of you like me who have never seen a crumpet before, it's kind of like a mixture between an English muffin and a pancake. It looks really good. Now, I don't know how authentically crumpety these things are. I don't think they're very, but they're good. Oh my gosh, so like light and fluffy, you know? I always opt for iced drinks because you can drink them right away. With this hot tea, I have to wait at least like 45 minutes unless I want to burn off the few taste buds that freaking hot curry chicken left on my tongue. I think it's good now. Oh yes, that is the perfect tea temperature. Take another bite of our crumpet. So while I finish my crumpet, let's see what some real British meals are. So apparently a beef Wellington is a well-known, the only time I've ever seen beef Wellington is when Gordon Ramsay is yelling at people saying that they're overcooked. An English dish that I've always heard about, and I'm not sure if this is a stereotype or not, is the full English breakfast, which consists of what it looks like to be beans, tomatoes, bacon, sausage, eggs, and toast, which sounds way better than having Taco Bell for breakfast. Alright, so it is now time for us to figure out what we are going to be getting for dinner. So let's spin the wheel and see what we are going to get for dinner. I am pushing spin, and for dinner, we are going to be having the Canadian stereotype. Canadian stereotypical meal. I'm Canadian, so I have dealt with this my entire life being a Canadian who goes to America all the time. People think that the only things that we eat are poutine. They think that maple syrup is our biggest thing too, and that we only drink milk out of a bag. So is that what I'm gonna be having for dinner? Well, It's a good thing that every single Canadian keeps all three of those things in their pantry at all times. Yes, that is what I'm going to be eating for dinner. It's a good thing I got Canadian because I prepared this joke before this video started. I don't know how good that milk's, it's been in there all day. I'd have to reheat this poutine a little bit. It's been there since 9 a.m. So in front of me right now, I had to DIY my own bag of milk. I hope you guys appreciate that. I don't know where the stereotype of bag milk came from. It definitely did not come from Vancouver because this isn't a thing here. I'm gonna set that down. This is very scaring me a lot. Don't spill. Please just don't spill. We'll leave our milk. Milk stay. Bag of milk. Bag of milk. So the first thing we have here that is stereotypically Canadian is the poutine, and this is the one that you probably hear about the most. It is fries, cheese curds, not just your regular cheese. Disco fries are a thing in America as well, and everybody thinks that that's poutine. No. You need cheese curds straight from Quebec. They're called cheese curds or like squeaky cheese because when you eat it, it's supposed to make a squeaking noise in your mouth. Listen. And here in Canada, we are lucky enough to have poutine available at Costco. Yes, this right here is a Costco poutine. The one thing that you would think America would be famous for. And nothing can ruin a poutine. Like, you can put anything you want on hot sauce, salt, pepper. I usually put ketchup on mine, and it's just good no matter what. Very good, but very salty. Let's wash it down with some pure sugar. This right here is Canada Grade A maple syrup. Like, it's good on waffles or pancakes. That's really it. I've tried Canadian maple syrup before. It's really good, but it freaking packs a punch. You know what? We're gonna test my theory right now. Does poutine taste good with everything? This is the most Canadian thing I have ever done. We take a nice scoop of poutine, we put some maple syrup on it. Oh, there we go. And oh my. Sweet, savory. We have our salty, we have our sweet, and now we have our what the fuck. My idea for going about this is to kind of be like a cow's udder, like that kind of vibe. Let's cut a little thing right here. Boom. Oh! No! Why did I just... How did that even happen? How does the milk bag? Poutine tastes. Nothing can ruin a poutine, guys. Not even a bag of milk. It still tastes good. Okay, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's getting late and I feel like if I try to drink out of this bag of milk one more time, I mean, there's no way it could go worse than it went before, but I will find a way to make it happen. Again, guys, if I missed out on your nationality and you guys want to see me do a part 2, leave it in the comment section down below. What is your nationality? What are some of the stereotypes about food and your nationality? But also be sure to leave some of the real foods that you love and that you've been growing up with. The point of this video was to show that a majority of stereotypes are not true. Like drinking bag milk in Canada! The main focus of this video wasn't to show how hard it is to drink out of a bag of milk. It was to show how stereotypes are usually wrong. I will see you all in my next video. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Have an amazing day and always remember the motto of do good, die great. All right, see ya. Bye! All right, so I guess now it's time to clean up the milk massacre. Shout outs to you little